Hi, also welcome to the today's tutorial. So today we will understand the concept of magnitude. So we were visualizing the vector, right? So let me draw a vector. So let me draw the basic vector first. So 3, 4. Let me draw this one. So this vector have, give me a second. Okay. This vector have the starting position, this ending position. So the length is what we call the magnitude or the length of this vector. So how to calculate this length? If you know the Pythagoras theorem, if I will draw the line, because right now the value of b is like 3 comma 4, right? That means if, okay, can I draw the segment? Yes. So if I will draw the line from here to here, so the value right now g is, it is saying 3, right? And the value of f, this is 3, right? 1 2 3, and f is 4, 1 2 3 4. So with the Pythagoras theorem we can easily calculate u. So the value will be, with Pythagoras, will be like z uh, u square is equals to like hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus the base square. So that means u square equals to f square plus the g square. If I do want to calculate the u, I just have to remove the square from here and it will put the square root from here to here, right? So this is using this function we can easily calculate the magnitude. But what if our vector is not starting uh, from the origin itself, from the origin? So what we will do? So in that case, we will just remove, like we will just minus out the origin, right? Like we will just point this, we will shift this vector to the origin itself, it will do the work, right? So how we can do that? But that concept will be used in the like to find the distance of a line. So we will use it in the future tutorial. So right now, if we just want to calculate this, we just have to calculate the square of all the sides like x, y, and z, and just add them and do the square root. So I would request you to do the same on your own. Then we can follow the tutorial. Okay. So welcome back. What we will do, we will just calculate, we will write a function, and we know that the length will be in float. So float get length or get magnitude of this vector, and it will be a constant because we won't change any variable. So magnitude, alt enter, generate definition. Okay, so to calculate it, we will just have to return the first. We will calculate the square of x. So x into x. We will add it to y into y, and we will add z into z, and then we have to calculate the square root of it. So we already have that function sqrt in the C++, which will give you the square root of this whole. So this will give you the magnitude of any vector. So just to be sure we are doing it correct. So the example which we took, like this was 3, this was 4. So the value of u will be 5. So when you will click, well, you will calculate u. So let's check if it is coming correct or not. So I will define one vector. I will just remove all the vectors which we have defined before. Okay. I will define one more vector, and vector mm, some vector, and we will initialize it like 3 comma 4 comma 0. Perfect. And just see out or float okay, just let me have the ua log temp warning comma text magnitude of vector percent f, and the value was some vector. Perfect. Okay, let's see if it is working fine or not. Then we will go forth. Okay, it is successful. Compile. The magnitude is 0. So let's see what's wrong we have done. Here, sum 340. Okay, we haven't calculated anything, have we? So dot draw get magnitude. Okay, that was my mistake. Okay, let me compile. Okay, play. Now it is giving a magnitude 5. So this is working perfectly. So this is perfect. The next concept is the perp of a vector. Now we have got the magnitude. Perp of a vector means, give me a second, let me open this. So perp of a vector means the when we do want to calculate the 90-degree vector of a vector. Give me a second, let me delete everything so you will have the better understanding. So if we will visualize axis, right? So what will be the axis which is perpendicular to the x-axis? It is the y-axis, right? It is like correctly 90-degree. So we can usually say the perp vector or the perpendicular vector of x is the y. So we will do the same. What if we do want to calculate a per vector of a vector? So let me draw a vector which is like 45 degree. 45 degree, like it will go from 0 comma 0 comma 0 to like 4 comma 4 or 3 comma 3, something like that, right? So it is quite simple actually. The only difference is the only thing is which you have to remember, we will just replace from x to y. So the value of b was 4 comma 4, right? So the per vector will be, we will just replace the value from y to x and x to y, and we will just multiply the x value with minus. So it will be like minus 4 comma 4. It is hard to visualize, but let's see. If I will go like this, it is making correct 90-degree angle. So 45 plus 45. And it is, you can say it's a kind of reflection. So it is difficult to understand with this example. So let's have some other example. Let me delete these two. Let me have one vector and let's start from A to like somewhere here. So right now the value of this vector u is like 4 comma 5 comma 1. So we will just change it. So it will be like 1 comma 5 and we will just multiply the x value with minus. So it will be like minus 1 comma 5. So let me draw minus 1 comma 5. So we can easily see it is making the same angle, like it is making 90-degree. So now you have understand the concept. Create the function per function inside the m vector class and calculate the per vector. So this is your task. Okay, I hope you tried. So welcome back. We will define that. So it will be a vector also, because the per of a vector will also be a factor. So get per vector, and it will be a constant because we are not changing any class variable. Alt enter, change definition. We will just return. No, a second. Okay, so first we will just, instead of x, it will be y with minus comma x comma z. So when we are actually considering z-axis, it doesn't matter, we can choose any z and still it will be a perfector. So let's visualize it in 3D. So you have good, like you now you do have the perfect understanding in 2D. So let's move the same thing in 3D. Let me delete everything so you can visualize everything in better sense. Okay, so let me change the z value of blue one from 1 to 0. Okay, so right now it's in xy plane. So if you can visualize, the 90-degree will start from here, right? If we are talking about the xy plane. So I will just change the trail of yellow one from 0, comma 0, comma 0. Perfect. And it's a per vector. So I will just replace it y with minus multiplication, and y will be like x will become the y. So it will be 3 and it will be 0. So this will be the per vector of this vector. So it is correctly 90, right? So let's try to change the value of z. So instead of 0, it will be 1. So if you will look from the top, it is still making 90, right? See, it is still 90. If I'll 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see, like right now, the yellow line, it is moving in a plane. We will read the plane concept in future tutorials, but you can see like the yellow is moving, like I can also make the yellow visible to our side instead of x opposite. So if I will write -6, it will become this direction. So -1, -1, so 1, 2, 3. I think you have got my point, right? So this was it for today. I hope you understood the concept of per factor of magnitude. And let's check, like if we do want to draw it, how we can do it. So this was the vector 3 comma 4, right? And instead of 3 and 4, I will write 300 and 400, so we can visualize in better way than real. And I will calculate the sum vector perp dot perp get per factor. Okay, I do want to draw these two, so draw uh, vector draw vector. Okay, give me a second. It's oh shit. Okay, I am writing the f vector. It will be m vector. Okay, we will change the return type here also. Okay, here now I can call draw vector and get world. Nope. Get world control D some vector. Okay, so let me compile. It is done. Let me check. And you can see it is perfectly making 90-degree. So this is working fine. If we do want to make 300 and 300, as we know, like if xy are 0, xy are equal, that means it is making 45-degree. So it will be like this. So let's compile it again and check if it is working fine or not. Let's compile, and yes, they are working fine. So it is perfectly 90-degree. So this was it for today. I hope you are learning something. If you are, do like, do subscribe, and ask me questions if you are not understanding anything. So this was it. Thank you and have a nice day. And I am also on Patreon, so you can join that too. Thank you and have a nice day.